The channel's subscribers had been repeatedly asking to tell the story of a woman who completely defies expectations about aging. We are talking about Nahida Abden, a woman nearing 90 who looks just over 50. And no, this is not an exaggeration. Many people simply do not believe her age until they see concrete proof. When they find out her oldest son is already over 60, the surprise is inevitable. She has been invited to television shows and interviews, where her age was officially confirmed. In other words, there is no doubt. She really is close to 90 years old. Now the most important question arises. How is this possible? The answer, once again, follows a pattern you have already started to notice throughout these stories. There is no single secret. There is a set of habits. And there is consistency. Nahida understands that health and appearance are not the result of a single action, but of a complete approach. Movement, nutrition, discipline, and mindset. All of it working together. And most interestingly, she does not rely on makeup or procedures to maintain her appearance. The main factor behind this is her lifestyle. Consistent training, stretching, and a balanced diet. She does not just practice physical activity. She lives it. Fitness is not a hobby. It is her profession. Nahida is a trainer and leads paid classes, as well as running her own business. Now think about this carefully. While many people believe that after a certain age it is time to slow down, she is working, teaching, and moving every day. And here is an interesting detail. At first, she did not see it as something extraordinary. For her, it was normal to feel good, move easily, and keep her body active. But when others started to notice, it became clear that it was not common. It was exceptional. Her story gained traction when someone at the gym where she trained recorded a video and posted it online. The reaction was immediate. People from all over the world were impressed. Because once again, her reality breaks a pattern that many people accept without questioning. The pattern that aging means losing energy, strength, and mobility. Nahida proves exactly the opposite. Now here is a reflection. How many beliefs do you still carry about what is possible for your body over time? Because often it is not the body that limits you. It is the mind. And stories like hers exist precisely to break that pattern. Nahida Abden's story gained momentum unexpectedly. A simple video recorded at the gym quickly spread across the internet. In a short time, people around the world were impressed by her energy, appearance, and physical ability. Interestingly, she did not notice it right away. Only about a month later did she discover she had become known and that thousands of people were interested in understanding how she maintained that level of health and vitality. And it was at that moment that she made an important decision. She began to teach. Without hesitation, she started training her first students. Over time, demand grew, and soon she was leading several group classes every day. Now think about that. Nearly 90 years old, teaching classes, getting people moving, and leading an active lifestyle. This is not common. This is the result of years of consistency. But after all, what is her secret? According to Nahida herself, there are some fundamental pillars that support all of this. The first is body composition. She maintains a lean and functional body, which naturally contributes to a younger appearance and better mobility. And this does not happen by chance. It is the direct result of two factors: daily training and balanced nutrition. But here comes an interesting point. She does not take nutrition to extremes. There is no fanaticism. She seeks balance. In the morning, for example, she may have a well-prepared coffee, something simple but part of her routine that brings pleasure. At lunch, she may eat traditional dishes such as potatoes with fish. And here there is a clear preference. She really likes fish, especially red fish, prepared simply, often grilled. In other words, no complication, no excess. The foundation of her diet is made up of natural foods. Lots of vegetables, lots of fruits. She also consumes foods rich in healthy fats, such as avocado, as well as fruits like peaches. Another important point is the structure of her meals. She usually eats 3 times a day in moderate portions. No excess, no extreme restriction. Between meals, she includes natural juices, especially orange juice. And on weekends, she prepares fresh pomegranate juice at home. And here comes an interesting detail. Pomegranate juice is known for its benefits to the cardiovascular system. It can contribute to blood vessel health and help control cholesterol. Now observe the pattern. Nothing radical, nothing complex, but extremely consistent. And this repeats in all the stories you have seen so far. Now here is a direct reflection. Are you looking for something complicated or ignoring the power of doing the basics well? Because in the end, it is not the perfect diet that transforms the body. It is the consistent execution of simple habits over time. In addition to all the habits already mentioned, Nahida Abden also values foods rich in essential nutrients, such as potassium, which plays a fundamental role in proper heart function and overall body balance. But perhaps one of the most important moments in her story happened at age 49. It was during this time that she suffered a leg injury. And unlike what many would do, this was not the end of something. It was the beginning. The doctor recommended that she move more, start training, and go to a gym. And here comes a part many people will relate to. At the beginning, it was extremely uncomfortable. She felt out of place, insecure. She would arrive at the gym and position herself in the farthest corner, trying to go unnoticed. Every instruction from the trainer made her nervous. But there is one detail that changed everything. She did not give up, even with fear, even with embarrassment, even without feeling ready. She continued, and over time, this began to produce results. She herself reported that for a long time, she had to push herself before each workout. It was a conscious decision, often made with effort, almost like an obligation. And there was another challenge. The gym was far away, very far. She had to travel about an hour and a half to get there. Now think about that. How many times do people skip training for much smaller reasons? And even so, she persisted. And do you know what happened after each workout? She felt proud. And this feeling was fundamental, because she began to mentally reward herself after each session. This positive reinforcement helped turn something difficult into a habit. Over time, what once required effort began to feel natural. And then came the turning point. She began to look forward to training days. It stopped being an obligation and became part of her identity. And the results started to appear. After years of maintaining this lifestyle, she managed not only to improve her physical condition, but also to overcome serious health challenges. She overcame cancer. She eliminated knee pain and built a strong, functional, and active body. Over time, she became a respected trainer. Today, she has already coached more than 1,000 students. And here is something impressive. Many of these students are decades younger than her. For many women, Nahida is not just an instructor. She is a role model, a reference for how they want to feel and live in the future. One of her students even said she is not just a teacher, but almost a maternal figure, someone who inspires strength, discipline, and determination. Now there is another detail that contributes to her youthful appearance. Dental care. She maintains a smile with white, well-cared-for teeth, something that also directly influences the perception of age. And this does not happen by chance. She follows a simple but consistent routine. She tries to brush her teeth after meals whenever possible and prefers to use products with natural ingredients. Once again, the pattern repeats. It is not something complex. It is consistency. Now think honestly. How many of these habits have you started and abandoned halfway? Because the difference between those who transform their body and those who do not is not in knowledge. It is in consistency. And Nahida Abden proves that every day. Another curious habit of Nahida Abden shows the level of discipline she applies even to the simplest details of her routine. At times, she even prepares her own toothpaste using natural ingredients. It may seem unusual, but it reinforces an important principle: daily care. She emphasizes that brushing teeth at least twice a day is essential. It is not just about aesthetics, but long-term health. According to her, those who neglect this today may feel the consequences in the future. Maintaining good oral health allows you to continue enjoying food without limitations, without relying on prosthetics or more invasive procedures. In addition, she maintains regular checkups, having full cleanings and tartar removal at least twice a year. And here is a point many people ignore. Oral health is directly linked to overall health. Bacteria accumulated in the mouth can enter the bloodstream and affect internal organs, contributing to various health problems. In other words, taking care of your mouth is not just about appearance. It is about how the entire body functions. And of course, there is also a visual impact. A well-maintained smile naturally makes you look younger. Another detail that contributes to her image is hair care. Nahida maintains a modern and well-kept style, something many people underestimate over time. She herself says that an inadequate or neglected haircut can quickly age your appearance. Hair is one of the main elements of a person's image. And in a way, It reflects the level of care she has for herself. She prefers to use natural methods to care for her hair and avoids excessive use of chemical products. Once again, simplicity and consistency. Now, speaking of her skin, another point that stands out is its quality. And this does not happen by chance. There is a set of factors that support this result. Proper hydration, balanced nutrition, regular physical activity, positive thinking, quality rest, healthy sleep. All of this works together. But if there is a foundation that supports everything, it is hydration. She emphasizes something many people underestimate. Drinking enough water daily is essential. On average, an adult needs to consume about 2 liters of water per day. Without it, any external care loses its effect. You can invest in products, treatments, and routines, but without proper hydration, results will not show. Now we arrive at one of the strongest factors in her life. Mindset. Nahida is an extremely positive person. She has no complexes about her age. For her, age is just a number. She simply does not dwell on it. And here is an important point. Many people believe she was lucky in life, that she did not face difficulties, or that she simply has privileged genetics. But the reality is different. She lost her husband more than 40 years ago and never remarried. She raised 4 children, the oldest being over 60 years old. And in addition, she faced cancer. Even so, she maintained a positive attitude. In an interview, she reported that even the doctors were impressed by the level of joy and energy she showed during treatment. They even took photos with her. Such was the difference compared to what they were used to seeing. And this reinforces something very important. Emotional state directly impacts health. Positive thoughts are not just something abstract. They influence the body. They influence recovery. They influence longevity. Finally, Nahida leaves a direct message for other women and, in fact, for anyone. Step out of your comfort zone. Stop just observing and criticizing. Stop comparing yourself. And start taking action. Take care of your body. Take care of your health. Because in the end, everything depends on the choices you make. Now here is a final reflection. Are you waiting for the perfect moment? Or have you already decided to start? Because the difference between those who change their lives and those who stay the same lies exactly in that decision. If this story impacted you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Sometimes, a single story can be the turning point for a complete transformation.